Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. And we want to expand that to other parts of the planet. We got globally issued patents in multitude of areas. Some of those are related to environment-friendly power generation from tapping the atmospheric cold, and also from not the solar panels, but the solar turbine through the lenses. So those prototypes we can materialize and put into action in the cold areas for the atmospheric tapping cold here in the northern parts of Russia, and also in Alaska and Canada and Iceland, for example. And the other one can be put to work in more, in the hotter areas, such as, the Nagpur and some other parts of India. So we got a lot of prototypes underway in sustainable building also. And late Venkat, who was part of one of the ace inventors, I call him Nikola Tesla of India. So a lot of his inventions and globally issued patents also are being realized through dreams, like about filtering the water, and about adding healing properties to any beverage, alcoholic beverages, or even the carbonated waters. And so we invite collaborations, and we invite joint research actually across the organizations and the institutes, not just in the idea of creating IP, but also realizing as projects. I have good hope from IEEE to award us a small grant, whereby through which we will basically put a couple of prototypes in United States of world's first net negative dwelling units, and that will have AI built into the dwelling unit itself. The dwelling unit is going to be made of bamboo and other recyclable and 100% environment friendly materials, and be self-contained. So we intend to develop such integrated living communities, which will be also R&D powerhouses in some ways, with the focus on either sustainability or a multitude of focuses across the themes of healing the planet and healing the humanity. So I'll just open to questions. There are multiple areas of research and collaboration. So let me just pause there and open it for
Yeah.
questions.
So I think we can we keep the questions at the end, or
Sure, Dr. Shan, that's fine.
yeah,
I want
because
to leave time for others.
we'll have a
So,
discussion. Let them finish, everyone, and at
yes,
the end
sir.
we will have discussions together. Everybody's
Sure,
go
sir.
questions.
Sure.
Okay, Saravana Prakash, you can kindly present. I can share your slide. Oh, you are having slide. Okay, good.
Dr. Sarvana, you are on mute. We can't hear you.
Yeah, good evening. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming. The session, it's quite enchanting session, and I believe these type of sessions we have to continue every week, weekly once or twice, so that we can integrate each other, and then we can be in touch, and then we can see each other, and then we can share the ideas. And as Dr. Shan and the Professor Dr. Agarwal, they explained about the idea of Siddha Vetha. Yes, we are like a multidisciplinary experts, multidisciplinary uh, 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 expertise that we hold, and that means we can do a different type of research, and every single research we need an evidence. So my focus in Siddha Vetha is to make it more practical with the scientific arena, and there are many non-governmental organizations in the US. They are getting multi-million dollars projects, and they all started like us, similar to us, and even in the world, even in Ecuador. I live in Ecuador, and we have a lot of European non-governmental organization fundings, and they are doing. Some of them are doing like eco conservatory. Some of them are doing like the child education policy in Latin America, and they impart the correlation. So what my focus in Siddha Vetha is to make it more practical. Any type of research you come, and then we have a team of experts. We will work on make it more practical and viable to the world. That's what we are doing, Siddha Vetha. So Siddha Vetha's idea is to, no matter if you want to work with ancient science or climate now technology, and connecting with Western philosophy of thinking and Eastern philosophy of thinking, and bridging every single international cultural practice. It could be South America too, it could be in North America, it could be Europe. So if whatever the problem is interesting, we have to find the beautiful, the important points in the problem, and then make it like the research paper. Why research paper? It's like every single universities all around every universities, they wanted to give like the best out of the best. So the only way to find their solution and to prove their solution is to show them as evidence based information. The evidence based information is like a journal article, the peer review journal articles, and Dr. Shan's vision is also that not only practicing and educating, also make the students to get use of Siddha Vetha to increase their academic performance. And one of the ways is to make research articles, and we are the team. We will work on any type of stuff, for example, including Bharatanatyam. If you see Bharatanatyam, it's a dance or any type of comparative folk dances. It could be South America, it could be in India, it could be Sri Lanka. There are a lot of people who works on different type of folk dance. So if you are a student, if you want to work with the science of Bharatanatyam, or they only know the cultural aspect. So how the harmonious things happening in dance, So I just not there are many things, many physics we can work. And here I am showing you the theoretical analysis of the resonance behavior. Resonance exists in physics. So the resonance in physics can be related to by means of an equation. So that we call like a R, that R is the equation with a function of m dt. So there are three different parameters. The one m is like the music that a dancer who wants to do the movement. It could be Kapi Raga, it could be Bhairavi Raga, it could be any type of music he wants to, or he or she wants to dance, so that how the tempo, rhythm, and melody on each single dancer, every single dancer may vary their positions, so that we can relate each single dancer's resonance on one particular raga, how they move, how they make their the dance movements. So that we can study by means of resonance equation. And also the D is one more character that explained you the frequency, amplitude, and style. The style, what is style? The style is nothing but in physics we call the normal modes. So the movement of every single degrees of freedom of one particular Bharatanatyam step. So if you take one Bharatanatyam step by video clipping, we can have like a different type of styles in one single set of one single dance for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So we can understand the modes of each individual single dancers. And that is one of the idea behind this type of how we connect the science to the ancient science in terms of Bharatanatyam, or it could be any type of like old folk dances, and even like what we call about Paraisai. In Paraisai also people used to dance different type of harmonious movement. And also the emotion is one of the important factor that we can also interpolate or interpret the emotional factors that binds with Bharatanatyam, that is called bhava. The 9 different bhavas, how can relate with each single dances, that we can also explain this type of equation. And that is called a physics equation called resonance. The degree of resonance means how the rate of the movement, biomechanical movement of each dance position will change. So that we can study by both experimentally and as well as theoretically. And here also we can study the resonant effect. So the resonant effect is a factor that we propose optimization of proportionality constant we can implement here, and also the different type of amplitude for the music and dance movement, so that we can also optimize. And with the sinusoidal equation, the sinusoidal equation always we call it like the forced oscillation. So this forced oscillation, it comes with the phase angle difference. What is a phase angle difference in physics? In phase angle difference always explains you how vary your positions, how good that the positions and movements are varying in your harmonious movement. So that we can say, and how harmonious a dancer is, how harmonious a dancer is, that we can explain using this physics mathematical equation. And it's quite interesting for students of age between 18 to 20, or if they wanted to make like a understanding of physics. Oh, I'm really bored about physics to study the atoms or molecules. I want to study how that I can interpret with social science. So it'll be easy, and they can also make understanding of developing their understanding on and science subjects and science technology on how can implement in their futuristic thoughts. And the other one is, I can also show you, there are like a cultural aspects. Somebody would like to know how I can connect with cultural and science. And again, in terms of this bodily movement, also called the dance, the bodily movement, and any type of bodily movement. It could be Bharatanatyam or anything, anything. And we can take it like a raga, tala, bhava, abhinaya. So how we can connect each of these four parameters, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again, these four parameters, raga and tala and the bhava, all are like factors in physics. So we can get these factors. We have to optimize the experimental value, so that experimentally we can correlate with our cultural parameters. So the cultural parameter is so called the degree of resonance from the cultural perspective, so that we can also do the simulation. For example, I am trying to show you here a simple code. Maybe like some students would like to interested in working with us. So here you can see the graph that explains you set 1 to set 10. What is set 1? A classical raga, a raga number 1 until raga number 10. So by using this equation, the cultural resonance equation, the degree of resonance of a particular raga and particular tala and particular bhava and associated abhinayam of dance movement. So that we can use this, we can correlate with this equation, and then we can see the classification of different raga. The number 1 raga blue, and then orange, and then green. So every single raga and their associated abhinaya we can extract. So what do you mean that is it a common for all the dancers? No, it could be different for different age groups. So there are a lot of interesting science and physics we can get connected, and then we can teach. Also, we can learn. That means we are not only teaching, we can also learn from the young brains. So that's the idea. And we are also not only just staying with one particular science. We are also working with a different area of science. Or if you wanted to promote something like, hey, I want to work with you, some about the natural inspired science, you can discuss with us, and then we can work with you. So we are open to the research, and then we can also promote. That's a focus of as a research team of Siddha Vetha. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. So next, I think there's a lot of things that Dr. Saravana Prakash, because of the time factor, we are could you stop sharing, Dr. Saravana? Okay, all right, thank you. So the there is a lot of details there. Not only this is just an application, you can apply for yoga and other kind of things, that we'll be talking about. But right now, we want to go to the next, and then, when you have further questions, we can go into depth at the end. You write down your questions. So for Dr. Abhinav Agarwal, Dr. Saravana Prakash, so later on when you have questions, you can they will answer at the end. Okay. So because we need to go with other faculty also. So we have right now Mr. Stanley North talk about like how is research important, and he's going to give, like, he came a little late because I think he was supposed to be talking in the front, I think so, the beginning. So Stanley North is here. Yes, so he will talk about why research and the legalities, why it is important, patenting, etc. So Dr. Stanley North.
Hi, it's North. I'm the general counsel of Siddha Vetha Multiversity, and I'm 40 years in the legal field, and can assure you that without research, without trying to discover new information, new data, new relationships, that we are left just repeating the things that are already known. And much of value of our programs are coming from learning new things. One very exciting program that Siddha Vetha Multiversity is sponsoring is an artificial intelligence program for absorbing student data, trained on student data, and making recommendations as to how students can become better students, learn more, be more effective. And it's the example can be that students who are read to at a young age, their mind develops well, and they if 5,000 stories are read to a child before they attend kindergarten under the American system, the odds of them performing well in life from an academic and lifestyle is greatly enhanced. Well, students who don't have an opportunity to, they have a single parent, their parents don't have books at home, they're for whatever reasons, they don't have this attribute, this advantage to them. What can be done to remediate that going forward? And there are remediation programs, and educators at the universities who are our partners are very interested in understanding the best results of the research in this field, because it makes a major difference. And it's not just a faculty member with a student. It can be an institution to an entire freshman class of 1,000 students, 5,000 students. It can measurably improve the outcomes. Students think they're better students. Their faculty agree. They get better results. They understand better. They have more insight into their own condition going forward. It adds just great value, and that's one of our key programs headed up. Subri Hirawat and Sid are involved in crafting that program going forward, and we welcome students, anyone in this conference, to participate with us in implementing the program and making it better. Other research, conventional research, and human biology, human medicine, the best practices between Siddha, Ayurvedic, and Western practices are all new. It's interesting to align these best practices. It's been demonstrated in our programs that we've published in academic research programs that ancient techniques in Siddha and Ayurvedic herbs, Siddha therapies, can be very effective in treating autism. In fact, curing autism, something that in the West, we only treat symptoms. We cannot, quote, cure autism. It's very exciting, the combination of Western and Eastern modes of science. This is something also quite new, and we invite you to participate in this going forward. There are many opportunities. Raise your hand and get involved and reap the benefit of us looking to make the world a better place. Thank you, Sean. I'm good.
Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Stan. We have now Dr. Sri Gupta. We'll talk about statistics and why statistics is important and how we can do statistics. Very simple research on taking statistical knowledge and and putting it like you're involved in a school, and we did a typical research. Just by giving the courses, we were able to draw some statistical. So he will talk. He's a statistician here, and he will talk more about it. Okay, so right.
See, many times we do not really know that a lot of statistics is being used in our daily life. One example, when you go to the doctor, he measures your blood pressure, and he says the right blood pressure is between 120 and 70, something like that. So how does he come up with the number 120 and 70? Is that really applicable for you? What is behind it? So statistics go behind it. And actually, if you look closely at the statistics, how they derive the number, you'll know that that is not correct for you as an individual. It's very important for us to understand how these numbers are derived. The other example I can give you is when the presidential election takes place, there's something called Gallup poll, and they only talk to maybe about 3,000 odd people, and they can very accurately predict who is going to win the elections. The third example is the stock market. So this is called high frequency trading. So people, they have these algorithms built in. These are purely based on statistics and mathematics, where they can affect the price of the stock. They can make the price of the stock, one particular stock, come down. They'll buy it, and then they'll do something else and it'll go up, and then they'll sell it and make a big killing. They do it all the time. Not as small guys. But so there's a lot of things that you can do in statistics with just the numbers. And actually AI is nothing but data. So you have a lot of data, and from the data you derive information. So one example, you as an individual, you have some daily habits. Right? In the morning you get up, and between 7 and 8 you go out for a walk. Not always, most of the time. So that data is there. Every day you are going out between 7 and 8 for a walk. So if I have to predict, I can say that there's a 90% chance that at 7:30, you would be in this particular road walking in the morning. So we can predict people's behavior based on the data. So this is what it is. This is very, very important. We can derive so many conclusions. And actually what Dr. Sean was referring to was, we rolled out the level 1 program, our YEIKCA program in several colleges. And there was a survey given to students, and there were like 300-400 responses. If you read each response one at a time, it's very difficult to figure out. So somebody says, I could hear the talk. Others says, I could not hear the talk. You keep reading, and then you find somebody could hear, somebody couldn't. Then how do you get information from it? Statistics, 80% could not hear the talk. And then, there's a big problem. 80% could not hear the talk that was being given. So this is how you derive information from which you can take a decision what to do. So it's very, very important. So any research you do, most of the time you'll need statistics. Like, for example, one of the equations that was given on the Dan side, you want to derive the constant in general scientific terms, we call it the fudge factor. You want to derive the value of the factor, then you need a lot of data. And from the statistics, you can figure out a good value of the constant. So that's what it is. So it's a good opportunity for us. We're already generating data in this program, and we will be generating loads of data. It can be very useful and become a very good research topic.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Gupta. So I think, you see, we have a very good team of experts in different areas, and this is all, if you can take our program, the Siddha Vetha YEIKCA program, you're automatically into this. You'll be learning that. The YEIKCA program is only 18 hours. So we reduced to 18 hours exclusively for the people here. And in United States, we used to give like 8 hours there in India, and then level 1 and level 2 will be like 3-month course, 72 hours. So we are going to convert that into research credits. So here you're doing summer real practical research, so it'll equal to that. So here your opportunity, you have great opportunity here, because that's not available in in other countries, because it's difficult right now. In future that will be available for them also. So right now that is the thing. So I really appreciate Dr. Gupta ji, all the speakers. Now we will have other speakers also in the list. Dr. Elili, who will talk about one of our institutes. You'll also talk about the impact of like how our YEIKCA program did on Indian institutes, and also she will talk about what can be done from our in other areas of ancient science. Some amazing good things that she can talk about. Okay, Dr. Elili.
Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm on.
Yes. Okay. Yes, let me, maybe I have your slides. Probably you have a slides, or you want me to present?
No,
I
no,
can
you.
I can do.
Yeah, you can.
Give me a second. Yes.
Mm.
Yes, I may not be able to, because I have a problem with my PowerPoint, but I can pull your thing just like that out of my computer. But I don't have I have a PowerPoint issue. I mean, there's some program issue, but let me share that screen, whatever I have. So here, so this is for PKR college. Is that the, oh, I'm sorry.
No, this is your YEIKCA program.
Yes, YEIKCA program. I'll show the other one. You start, you kindly start. I'm going to share.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Edili, principal of PK Arts and Science College, and we have completed the first level of YEIKCA program conducted by Siddha Vetha Multiversity. It was really wonderful, and all the lectures and all the sessions were really created an impact on our students. And now I would like to say a few words about my research, especially for the children, students. You can involve in this kind of research, that is the ancient technology, ancient concepts with the new modern technology. I would like to say a few words about my five or six five ideas I can say. That is one thing. The butterfly designs. The God has created wonderful designs on the marine fishes and all the birds and the butterflies. But everybody used to admire butterflies. So I admired in a different way, in my perception, in a scientific way, and I exploited the designs through photography, and we have developed with AutoCAD, and also the starting with the to start with our students have tried with Corel Draw, and again the with the what we can say AutoCAD, and we have created more than 10,000 designs out of all these butterflies And as a zoologist, I'm concentrated only on these butterflies and fishes. So it can be applied. Those designs can be applied on printed. It can be printed on any materials, and we have tried. If Dr. Shan could project that, share that slide, you can see those designs. So
I,
we have applied, and we got patent and also copyrights for some designs. So it is we have printed on the wood materials, plastic materials, and silk saris, silk materials, and on the tiles, the vetified tiles, and also on glasses, and the gift wrappers, the sheets, the papers, and also on the kadapa stone. You might have heard about that. It is very popular in India. That those who cannot afford for the vetified tiles, which are very costly, it is made easy, and it is printed on the kadapa stone, which is very cheaper when comparatively with the granites, and also on the tiles. So this can be printed the 7 feet, up to 7 feet kadapa stone, and these can be used as a benches and any decorative materials, the corner shelves, and everything we have done. So it was a wonderful project. If anybody wants to, that is called the biomimicry concept. So we have copied the nature, and we exploited from the nature, and all those things are applied on all the materials which are commercially viable. So it is patented, and Marbito Tiles India approached me to sell the some of the designs, and we are approaching them. This is one concept. And one more concept, the old concept with the new machines, we have done this. That is the energy buster, one plant called Virudhi. It is mentioned by the ancient poet, the Pulipani Siddha, and we have tried with this one oxalate machine, and also the gas chromatography, that is the GCSMS machine, and we have isolated the which one is the reason for giving them that much of energy. This leaf is used by the ancient tribes to collect the honey, and also the valuable materials from forest areas. They will walk for 1 week or 10 days. While they walk without taking food, they will keep one leaf under the tongue, and it won't give any appetite or sleep or tired anything. So with that leaf, they could walk inside the forest for more than 1 week. So we have isolated the secondary metabolite, which is the reason, that is called the rutin. So we have isolated, and it is also readily available. Commercially, we can promote this as a commercial one, and the further molecular studies can be done. Any one of the student in US through Siddha Vetha University, and I have some 6 or 7 concepts. If Dr. Shan permits, one more I can say, or I can stop with this. Dr. Shan?
go ahead, please finish. Yes.
Okay. Then one more thing, the cleaning powder nowadays, to clean the silver and the copper and the brass materials, all the vessels or any statues or ideals or the dolls, anything, the showcase, we are cleaning with some chemical powder. So we have discussed with the old ancient concept, which is followed in the Tirthangal, which is the 45th Divya Desam in India. So the priests in in this temple, they are following this materials, this powder with all the waste materials collected from the temple. That is all the flowers, then lemon peel offs, and the tulsi plant, ossimum plant, the mango leaves, like this, all the temple waste. They will make it into a nano powder, and some combinations of natural ones. And this is called as Maikapu. They are calling it as Maikapu according to the Vedic studies. So this is doing wonderful. And I am using in my house to clean all the silver, brass, and copper, everything with this material only. This concept is also ready. And if anybody wants to take up this as a project and further studies and commercially viable, and if you want to take up as a selling product also, it is most welcome. So we can do it in a mass scale. And then will it will it be
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
sir?
go ahead, please. Yes, quickly.
Then one more biomimicry concept only we are following for our students, and I have discussed with Dr. Abhinav, and one more thing, and one he introduced one person in Coimbatore. We have discussed for a long time, but only thing the students from there in US only can do it easily, I think, because it is called as a scarecrow with the incorporation of the old scarecrow in the agricultural fields, it can be incorporated with AI, artificial intelligence, and IoT, and also by robotics. So we have discussed with Dr. Abhinav. I have discussed with Vel Murugan for a long time, and he also said this is a very good idea. But only thing we would like to have some funds and students from there. That is
Yeah,
the only restriction
sure,
here.
sure. Yeah, Dr.
Yeah,
Azili, the
yeah,
non-availability of funds should not
yeah,
be a reason to advance the project. And I told
yeah,
you,
yeah.
and I told
Mm,
Velu also, I'll be willing
yes.
to fund it even
Mm,
out of my pocket to get started on a prototype development.
yes,
And I've shared
so,
one of the
uh,
issued patents already with both of you to draw
okay.
a step-by-step plan whereby
Uh,
we can basically see
yes.
what is achievable. And see, the
Yeah,
material
yeah.
cost is not a lot, and you already have volunteer students and faculty who can do
Okay.
this as a PhD or a
Mm,
master's project with us on
yeah.
sustainability
Yeah,
also.
sir. It can be a PhD project also.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. So your faculty,
mm,
so borders are
yeah,
not a limitation anymore with technology. We are meeting across the
yeah.
planet, all of us.
Yeah,
Dr.
we
Savannah is
have
in
discussed
Ecuador,
more
and
than uh,
yeah,
we have discussed more than 2 hours about this. He also liked
perfect.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Wonderful.
Good, good, good,
Yeah,
good.
Okay,
yeah.
wonderful. So thank you,
Okay, thank you.
Dr. Edili.
Okay, sir.
So many things.
Thank you, sir.
We'll
Mm.
do that. Dr. Venkat Reddy is now ready, and then
Yeah,
followed
okay.
by Daniel.
Mm.
So we have two more talks, and then we'll go for question answers. This
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Shan, can I suggest, because in the interest of time, let's keep the talks very focused on what kind of projects they would
Right.
like to, each one would like to supervise, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Well, right. Yes, yes. That is what they're talking about. Yeah, let's make it short. So that's fine. So yeah, please kindly. Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
So I'll have to go in a few minutes. I don't know how many
Yeah,
more
yeah.
people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Reddy, please.
Yeah, good evening all. I'm Dr. Venkat Reddy, working on Ayurvedic medicines and chemistry integrated, multidisciplinary kind of work I'm doing. I did my postdoctoral studies in MIT and North Charlotte, North Carolina, and UAE also, Arab countries. My interest, main focus on Ayurvedic medicines which are used for the long chronic diseases, like whatever, like cancer, or hepatitis, like whatever long chronic diseases like psoriasis or whatever problems we have in the body. Last 10 years, I've been working in this area. We have different kind of formulations in Ayurveda. These are giving good results in India. Now I'm using this medicines for the, it is in research. We are doing some research on these materials. It's really good. And I have past experience with the chemistry, synthetic organic chemistry and material chemistry, nanomaterials applications and nanotechnology applications. I worked in uh, nanolithography, which is very useful in the printed circuit boards and nanotechnology applications. Okay. Now, any project related to organic chemistry and the Ayurveda. I can handle the projects. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So now we'll go to Kiran. So yeah, he has more than Dr. Venkat Reddy has more than 30 patents, and he's one of
Yes.
person who can patent ideas very quickly. With Dr. Abhinav and Venkat Reddy and Stanley North, we can patent anything in this planet. So let us all work together, and thank you so much, Dr. Venkat Reddy. So we'll have
Yes, sir.
Kiran Varshit right now talk about how ancient things can be done, Nadavarmam and other things from an ancient perspective. We'll talk from an ancient perspective.
So thank you for giving this opportunity to Siddha Vetha and Dr. Shan sir. So first of all, I'm just going to introduce about the, can I share my screen, sir?
Yeah, kindly.
Yeah. So this is the topic, what I'm going to say, which is called Nadavarmam. Nadam is nothing but a frequency that can handle through Varma. I'm just fusing this Nadam to the Varmology, as our ancestors said, like Patanjali Maharishi. So like, one second. Yeah. So introduction about this Nadavarma. First, the Nadavarma is actually a old type of Varmology that was introduced by Patanjali Maharishi. It's a first Varma. Like you can say it's a first Varma introduced by our ancestors. The energy, the sound energy that can able to cure anything. That's the formula. So now, what is sound energy? How sound energy can cure everything? It is all written on the manuscriptures, and also it is in the Kerala. We are just trying to work out to capture that palm leaves. So everything is documented by our ancestors actually. Number one. So Nadavarma is very useful for physically, mentally, and also it used to stabilize our emotions by using the proper frequency to the individual nervous systems, like individual nadis in the human beings. Like you can see there, like and here when you are seeing Nadavarma is a part of a Shiva Brahma Yogam. So number one, what is Shiva Brahma Yogam? Actually, Shiva Brahma Yoga, the yoga that we can say the third eye opening, or the Brahma Yogam, or the Vasi Yogam. There are a lot of types of yogas in these yogic terms, but Shiva Brahma Yogam is the first yogam that used to help to open our third eye actually. And this is one of the main important thing in Nadavarma, because the frequencies are all coming to our body from the cosmos, and doing Vedic chantings and listening some ragas. Based on this, we can able to hear those kind of frequency. This Nadavarma yogic practice, based on the Shiva Brahma Yoga, used to stabilize that frequency to your chakras. First, the chakras. I hope everybody know about chakras, right? So we have 7 types of chakras in our body. If you want to know Nadavarma first, then we want to have little bit knowledge on the chakras. So chakras, okay. So actually, it's a big concept. I'm just going to make it bit short answer. Okay. So the Nadavarma.
Make quickly so that.
Yeah, that's why I'm just trying to make it fast.
What areas you can do research, so that area you can cover.
So in this Nadavarma, what areas we can able to do the research, in the sense, number one, how those ragas can able to handle your neurons, number one. So nowadays, a lot of stress and stress busting areas are there in, like, when you're mentally, physically, when you are exercising, oh my God, what a kind of stress, mentally pressures, those kind of pressures can be handled by Nadavarma very easily by playing some ragas. For example, if these Nadavarmas you can use it in pregnancy. So like, when a baby is in your pregnancy, so those kind of women, they can able to listen some ragas are there to make the pregnancy in a good way. So like Vishnu Sahasranama gives the good frequency to make a proper delivery of the kid. So everything based upon the frequency, and those things we can cover in Nadavarma, how to handle it in the proper nadi. So there are 72,000 nadis in the human body. So each nadi has different kind of frequency. In Carnatic music, we have 72 Melakarta ragas. Each raga has a subdivision of 1,000, which in the sense,
I think we lost you.
72 into 1,000, 72,000.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So, and then why Nadavarma? So Nadavarma stands a whole scientific techniques capable for detecting elements or discomfort in patients without physical contact. So the next, source and sound in Nadavarma. Number one, as I said, cosmic energy. So how to handle this cosmic energy by using the Shiva Brahma Yoga. So nowadays, I have some questions from my student side. Sir, how can we grasp that cosmic energy? Cosmic is somewhere like in the universe, in the top of the universe. So how can we grasp? Yes, we can grasp by doing the proper practice. We can grasp that positive vibration, because everything is connected with vibrations and sound. So we can able to grasp the cosmic sound very easily by practicing the Nadavarma in a proper way. And the different kind of ragas, as I said, the stress busters ragas are there, and those ragas which helps to release your stress, and those ragas used for migraine, and those ragas which can cure the anemic, and those ragas which can, there are a lot of ragas and used for a lot of it can recover a lot of things from the human body. It can cure so many things to the human body, and it is so useful. And then binary beats and singing bowl and conch sound, these are the sounds and source in Nadavarma. So tools what we are using in the Nadavarma, which is called Rudrakshamala, and then which is used for the find out the negative vibrations which is handling in your human body. So that we are using Rudrakshamala to find that particular place, and different kind of elements we are using in Nadavarma. And so these are the benefits of Nadavarma that you can see in the slide. Nadavarma can. So I want to quickly finish this slide. So thank you. And if you have any doubts, let's discuss on the last Q&A session. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So now we have Daniel. Kindly please. So Daniel will be leading the some of he will be helping with students put into these things into AI. So Daniel Tuma, please kindly present your talk.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you can
I will share
all the kindly.
Hi. Give me a second. Okay. Hi. My name is Daniel Lituma. I am biomedical engineer.
Make it bigger. Make the presentation bigger.
Okay. You can watch.
Complete presentation, please. Complete presentation. Full, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, fourth one. Fourth tab. Click the fourth tab. Full presentation.
Okay. Give me a second. I have. Okay.
Exactly. Very good. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. So, my name is Daniel Lituma. I am biomedical engineering. I am researcher at the Siddha Vetha Multi-University Program. I am specialized in bioinformatics and pharmacognosy. This is our group, with conformed by Dr. Saravana, my person, Tanishki Berman, is a specialist too in bioinformatics, and Professor Navera Govindaruba is a specialist in informatics. So, what is the pharmacognosy? The study of drugs that derived from the natural source, like plants, animals, and microbes. This is a specific example of how we interact AC2 receptor. This is a principal door for SARS-CoV-2 to another fatty acids in one study of bioinformatics. So what is the importance of pharmacognosy? Pharmacognosy can teach us drug discovery, quality control of the drugs, traditional medicines, so helps to preserve and scientifically validate the use of traditional remedies. And what is bioinformatics? It is the tools that we use to understand the complex of between proteins and possible drugs. And then we can analyze. So this is our 10 proposal project that we now working in with Professor Saravana and our teams. The first is in the silico investigation and optimization of fill-to new unit for liver damage and liver cancer mitigations, a machine learning and learning driving approach. The second, they call it the antimicrobial secrets of Alejandra Escurrosa-Nez, a computational journey. The third is a mantle cactus natural heated weapon against diabetes and in silico investigation. 5, can coronary crash rehabilitate men's health in silico tools? 6 answers. 7, from kitchen to computer lab. utilizing in silico tools to discover CAPI's Chinese antimicrobials. 7, a computational approach to looking ayahuasca potential in Alzheimer's treatment. Another is an ancient remedy, modern tools, Cinchona pubescens for day treatment, from ancient remedy to AI-driven drug design, the health habitat versus lung cancer. 9, predicting malvat Pseudostera anti-leukemia power, a multi-tool computational approach. And the last is natural medicine for joint pain, small for Hampuy Ruiz under the computational microscope. So that's all project that actually we work in this program, in the Siddha Vetha multi-university program. So the methodology that we use is the molecular docking to investigate the interactions, and molecular dynamic to investigate how strong is these interactions. That's the whole program that we will use to analysis, to make the docking and to make the molecular dynamics. So thanks, that's all for our team. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I just wanted to say a few words and then we can open up for questions. So the whole idea of Siddha Vetha, can you stop? Yes. So the whole idea of Siddha Vetha giving this program is you take the YEIKCA program and we train you how to do research, because many people are new, you wouldn't have any idea about research. Absolutely fine. That's how we are going to train you on that, right? You don't even have a resume. We're going to try to build a resume for you from scratch. So we'll train you on that, and whole areas will extend, like each scientist will expand on that in these areas, and many other scientists are also will be there, and they will be training you on that 18 hours, and then you are put into like real practice. So you can do a summer program on research. So we'll have each faculty, there will be another supervisor who will help you. There's an interpreter, etc., because you don't have to worry about like understanding certain things. There will be different people, layers of people who will make you understand. It doesn't matter. Starting with 14 years all the way to 22 years, you can do this research, and above, it doesn't matter, but 14 years minimum, because 14 years can do like poster presentation, some presentation in conference, all these things. And even 14 years we send them to some universities to work also. They are eligible, even in the university that I was talking about, Medicinal University of South Carolina and all, we can send. So our team is there. So like that, we are doing this. And after the conference, this is, after this training, during the training only they will be publishing. We are planning to, when Daniel was showing, these all are like, we have a deadline in September, we're going to publish all this within September. So that's our deadline we have. So that means we will be pushing you all to publish this, helping you, right? It's a natural thing, so it will come very natural to you. It's not like a pressure thing. When I say pushing you, we are motivating you, right? Inspiring you. So that's how we'll do. And then at the end of the conference, when you present, we are also doing a conference at the end of the thing. After presenting in September, we're going to have a conference in Mauritius. So you can present your work there. You can come and you can do some Bharatanatyam dance, you can do some classical music, whatever you want. You can do entertainment also. Bring your family. We'll have ancient food also. We'll be doing ancient way of food, and the whole conference will be very ancient way, very sustainable, and modern and so cultural integrated. So it will be a fun event in Mauritius, and bring your family, and we can attend the whole event, and that will be all in resume, and all the time that you're spending for the whole thing will be voluntary time. So that will also be calculated, and we'll give awards. Awards includes awards from the different countries, like Arab country, and Mauritius, African country. There'll be awards from, like if you're in the United States, you can get an award called the United President Service Voluntary Service Award, and we are eligible. We have given to many students for working. So okay, so these are things that you can you can receive, and you can build a very good resume. We'll teach you how to build a resume, and you will go through any university you wanted to do. So you want to go to Harvard, MIT, we'll give recommendation letters. Since you're working with us, all the whole faculty members there, all experts from different areas. So that is the advantage of taking our YEIKCA program. So now, if you have any questions about this program, I'm going to share one quick video and then we'll go for questions. And this video is about the YEIKCA program, and I'll share this and then we can start with the questions.
We know how it feels to be totally confused about a professional career, how difficult it gets applying for college admissions, how much it hurts dealing with an identity crisis, how stressful it becomes when overloaded with high demands, the fear about a financial and professional future. We know these are hard days. Exploring your fullest potential demands a vision and an immense practical knowledge guiding you through that vision. We know that no educational institution teaches you this, and we understand that achieving success is going to be tough if you lack essential life skills. How perfect would it be if you could learn a few day-to-day practices that empowers your vision and drives you to excellence? That is exactly what we do. We have meticulously crafted a workshop program aptly titled
YEIKCA.
Combines ancient wisdom and traditional knowledge with modern research to provide you with skills that can guide you through this tough phase of your life. These skills also build your emotional intelligence to face the challenges that lies ahead in the future. Now you may wonder, it's just another workshop. A quick walkthrough on who we are and you would be off your doubts.
I think it brought to light the importance of integrating both Eastern science and Western science and spreading the knowledge that Eastern science had. And I think it's important for the youth living in America right now to learn more about Eastern science and apply it to their daily life, because there's a lot of value that's good for the body mentally and physically. Also in this program was a good step in research and learning about the different opportunities that Eastern science has, and the professors in this program are very helpful in introducing you to learn how to publish papers and journals, and it's a good step to take for any youth in their career field to learn how to build their resume, how to manage their finances, and it's a very important lesson that many institutions don't teach that they're teaching here.
We are from the Veda Professional, a division of Veda Center for Transdisciplinary Studies, a non-profit charitable organization in New Jersey. We have a long history of collaboratively using wisdom and traditional knowledge systems to help humanity awaken to a healthy, happy, and prosperous life. The program consists of 4 modules. 1. Achieving maximum physical/mental health through the application of wisdom and traditional knowledge. 2. Enhancing emotional and social intelligence. 3. Developing a healthy relationship with money for success. 4. Preparing students for the college application process.
Our program will further cover the following. 1. Life management that includes conscious food choices, healthy habits, and behavior, to name a few. 2. Ancient/indigenous and modern science integration to preserve valuable traditional knowledge for modern world. 3. Teaches how to conduct research and publish in reputed scientific journals. 4. Building an innovative resume for higher education, job, or conscious entrepreneurship development.
We also customize this program to serve the specific needs for all the students.
And so bridging the gap between ancient and modern sciences was really interesting for me as someone who's really into modern science. About a year ago, I was very confused by this whole idea and didn't really accept that meditation would actually change a lot of things and that ancient science would actually do much. But this whole week has completely changed my mind, and I'm
Students in their high schools or in their first years of college, or any student who wants to upgrade his or her knowledge, can opt for this program. In the result, students embark on a lifelong journey of learning and inner transformation that allows them to more consciously relate to themselves, others, money, and prosperity. After all, we do care for you.
We open for questions, please.
Yeah, just a short comment. So, Dr. Shan, would people or students have to register for this particular research program separately?
Yeah, the
apart from
YEIKCA
level
program,
2
we
kind of?
have to, yes, YEIKCA program is one that will train them. It's a shorter program so that they can take that YEIKCA program, and then the research will be done over the summer. That will be like the level 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they will have to register, right? For
yes.
Before, yeah, okay. And we have to open it up. The registration process will have to open
Yeah,
it up in our
it's
LMS
all
system.
opened up. Yeah, I think we have the thing opened up. Registrations already there. Okay, so questions from any parents who have attended, students, Vaishnavi, Ekta, Aruna Srinivasan. Anybody? You have any questions? Feel free. Dr. Madhu, are you there? Dr. Madhu Govindraj? Is Praket attending or? So, yes. Yes, Shanu, yes. Shanuji, please go ahead.
Good morning. Thank you again for a wonderful session. I just wanted to know, if my daughter wants to pursue in computer science and mathematics. So how she can apply here and how she can work.
Yes. So we have a computer specialist, and all these things are competition only. So what we are talking about is all, the docking, deep learning, and all are competition. You have statisticians, all the things will work for you, your daughter, so they will talk from different perspective too. So we have Dr. Abhinav Agarwal's project will work for you. He's a computation scientist. And then what Dan was talking about, that's all computations. And then Dr. Sri Gupta is statistician. So this is the mix of things that you can do. So she can choose, like we will have the opportunity for them to present individually, then deeply they can. Dr. Abhinav?
Yeah, so I would like to add, to what Dr. Shan just said. See, today's world, mathematics, physics, computer science are not the fields of research by themselves. They are like the common denominators. Okay, so they are like enablers. Even AI, see, like earlier. So, for example, I don't have to be a telecom engineer to use this device, right? In a similar way, all these are going to be so pervasive across our lives. AI is in everything. So she has to pick up an area of interest and research. And then, with a very focused target, we can canalize her interest into a very niche field where she can collaborate. For example, if she is interested in, a field in sustainability, or she's interested in a field whereby she can apply AI for healing. Those are more like mundane examples of what she might be interested in. So I would say that let her get on a conference call with us, and we can kind of understand what she aspires to do in life, right? So these are just the broader topic areas whereby everybody wants my kid to be a doctor or an engineer or to be a computer scientist. But those are all enablers, those are like the broader fields. But then the child's interest has to be kindled into a passion of what they aspire to do spiritually also. So this is important to understand her aspirations.
And I have a general comment. So apart from a professional track, so like computer science or something else, I think it's also very important for each student to have a good health, good mental lifestyle, so they can perform much better. Their efficiency goes up. The retention of knowledge that they acquire grows exponentially. So they will go through all that training in this program as well. It's not just the particular research, that's one part. I think it's very, very important to prepare the students so they can perform for the entrance. There's some colleges have exams, right? So entrance exams and other exams later on in life. And you'll always face, I mean, at my age now, I'm retired, but I still have face sort of exams or tests in my life. So it's good to go through this kind of program where you're exposed to life management techniques.
Yeah. And also they're learning like triggered into indigenous science and technology. Because so far we didn't know that this is all available in mainstream. That's a new area, right? And it's tied to our DNA also. Easily comes. Why is we are feeling science difficulties? Because you're looking science from a different angle, and so that we have to stress. And if you're thinking that's coming from your DNA, natural things, if you wanted to do, and you're tied to your thing, that science will flow like anything. That's how science should be. Because right now we are trying to see only Western science, and that's not fulfilling you. When we see science from inside out, science is hidden in all cultures. So we have to bring it out. And this is the way, to do that. And so that's we are giving the future, what we wanted to do is to train these kids so that they can take this to the future. So small spark, oh, I did this thing in an ancient herb, this helped, and this is real, and then they will take it further. Yeah, that's the idea. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Any other questions? Shrutika has taken this course, and she's now just published a paper. Last year she took a course couple of years back, and yesterday, today we submitted a paper, right, on millets. So this is a classical example. She attended a YCA program. Shrutika, are you here?
Hello, I'm here.
Yes.
Hi.
Please.
Yes, I did attend one of the programs a while back, and I think that it was an experience that I'll never forget, and it was very helpful for me to learn more about research, more about a healthy lifestyle that I've been able to try and follow up with ever since the program, and also just life techniques that I'll never forget. So I think it was a great experience for me, and I recommend it to anyone who's thinking about it.
Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful. We have let's say Nivetha Govindraj. She's new to our team, so welcome her. Please kindly say hi to us.
Hi, I'm Nivetha. I just joined this team. I got to know a lot, but I just have a question. Is this all about like incorporating Eastern practices into Western?
Not necessarily. It could be anything that is conscious. It could be African. It could be anything in the world that is good. There are many things, good aspects, which are, Western means, see, there is like Dan was giving some many herbs. They all are in the Siddha herbs also. They are using in South America, they are using this. And we don't know. So there is an integration. We are doing like cultural integration. For us, we are focused on things that are very useful, sustainable kind of technology. In anything, sustainable, not like a normal putting all these, like all those kind of things and publishing papers, like normal schools do. We do something that is useful for humanity. That's the only difference.
Shan, excuse me.
Yes, yes, please.
Son, you see, it's like I wanna connect that, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, I'm showing you something in my. Do you see this video? Could you see my? I'm showing something.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
bottom?
it is there. Hold on. Yes.
Yes, almost. I think you have to focus your camera on it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's called the Valeriana. Here in Ecuador, okay. I think Daniel and Daniel Lutuma, you know, right, Daniel?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. So this Valeriana is a Siddha medicine
Valare.
in Ecuador. Valeriana. So, and they sell here for $2.50. And normally they take what they do is Valeriana for good sleeping. You know, if you have a problem with sleeping disorder, what they recommend is like 20 drops. So you 20 drops, you and the nervous, you know, you have some kind of complications with the nervous system, you can still take this. And this is a it's not known in India, you know, they're not making commercializing. So one of the idea of ancient science from Siddha Vetha is we are getting an awareness of these type of herbs. And this is like this is available in all widely available every single pharmaceutical shops in Ecuador. So this valeriana drops, you can get it, and then and normally also you can take it from the roots. You go to the market, you can purchase the valeriana plant, and you cut the root and then extract the liquid, and then you can drink it. So there are many enormous information in the plant world exist that's are sustainable, and they have less side effects too. There are every single stuff you can see there are side effects. You see side effects, and with this one you have a less side effects. Many of the science that we can integrate and how they made it, you know, it's ancient science they commercialized in the same way, you know, and it's connecting the every single possible product to make more viable to the society as well as to grow to get the knowledge. That's a focus I see from this information. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, she has done, but right now we have courses that are like little bit focused courses. If she can take that.
Sir, I have a question. Can I ask?
Yeah.
So do we have the agriculture modernizing systems studies based on that?
Yes, yes. That is the millet paper itself is an agriculture paper only we have. Siddha or Shurbi, can you pull out those paper? Yeah, I can pull out, I think. Let me see. Yeah, I'll pull out right now. Okay, so this is like a we have a
ancient agriculture to modern science.
Ancient, yes. We have you know, there is a ancient agriculture also, and that agriculture is available, and we have experts in that team. So if you look at like this is like a whole new team, like this is not the you know, the only authors. So if they pull out the paper, you will have like Dr. Thimmaya and all. They are like very world-class agriculture experts in this. So this is the paper that we just submitted yesterday. So their revolution in millet agriculture. So this is on ancient and modern integration agriculture, if you look at it. Okay. So it's a team of people who did this, experts. So just an example.
Sir, excuse me. What I explained about the scarecrow, integration of the old one with AI, IoT, that is also for agriculture only.
Yes.
For the protection from plants can be protected from the rodents, peacocks, and all the other birds, and the pest management. Everything can be done with that.
Yeah, we have to do more research on things like that, because see, if you look at like how ancient agriculture was done, they understood which pest all should be there, and they, you know, it is ecosystem, the biodiversity was there, so one took over the other, and it balanced by naturally. So we have to use those kind of techniques to do agriculture, you know. and what kind of land we should plant what in what time, all those things. Ancient Vedic astrologically, like what is, like when do we remove, even harvesting they talk about what day you have to remove the fruit, what what time you have to harvest the root. If you're doing all those are predicted in the Vedic calendars. So to that level of accuracy, if you want to do, that's where we want to head, but we are starting somewhere. People cannot go into that kind of root level of fundamental research. We don't have that kind of funding there.
I'm
But if
taking
people come together, we can do.
right?
Okay, so people, when we keep doing this, then we'll get little bit funding and things, then we'll move on to those areas, deep level.
I think what you are saying, Dr. Shan sir, the same process, same thing we discussed like with Abhinav Agarwal sir in the last meeting. So he discussed with some, the 35 acres of land. So we just discussed based upon the Sri Chakra, planting trees in the way of Sri Chakra, how it is symbolized. So we can make a vibration, cosmic vibration through that. So we can make a resort or something in the center of the forest. So it will be like eco-friendly. Also, it will be good looking. Also, we can see more positive vibrations there and so friendly. Like something we actually we discussed with Abhinav Agarwal sir in that meeting. So, sir, are you there?
Yeah. Well, Dr. Abhinav Agarwal, he knows Satish
I'm here.
Agarwal.
I'm here. Yes, I'm
yeah,
here.
I introduced Dr. Satish Agarwal, right? Introduced.
Yes.
And he has done this thing in India, part of
In
it.
Dehradun, Paramedome Divine.
Okay, it's a very wonderful place.
Yes.
And there you planted all the trees according to the nature, cosmic constellations, etc. So
yeah, one representing each planet. Yes.
Yeah. So we can do the same thing, but I don't know how many things grow, but we can do all other research also, like what these.
That's why I was asking, do we have agriculture faculties? Because the agri students can help to grow the trees in a proper way.
Amazing faculty. Dr. Timmaya is a world known, is a Bhutan, for the Bhutan ministry, is a advisor.
Okay.
So he's in our team also. He's one of the authors, Dr. Shailesh Rao and Timmaya are authors of this the paper which they are submitting. Yeah.
Great. And do you have I just want a favor. We have, I think, do we have any neuro research center or neuro researching team?
Yes. We have Dr. Sundarbal Subramaniam is doing a lot of things. We have other people, Dr. Pandey. They all do kind of areas in which brain is traced and things like that. And we also have connection with the Maharishi International University also. People who are interested in different things can go and do research anywhere.
Okay, can I take a research thing based on this like Nada Verma? So as I discussed, so already I'm just trying to the neuro research center in Bangalore. So I discussed with you like in the phone call. So that
we can do multi-site research. It can be done in multiplace and bits and pieces. That's how we publish. With the Harvard also will be involved in some of the research in the areas. Yesterday I talked to one of my colleagues there, and he will also be involved in this in the Harvard research. Okay, Rajkumar. So he'll also be part of our team. So we'll have multi-site research publications, so that it'll all go through MIT, Harvard, all kind of people will be involved. So any research we do, we will have multi-site.
Sir, Dr. Shan, so Indian Department of Science and Technology, Delhi, have invited a proposal for the storage of tomatoes. Because it is wasted during the seasons, per kg 10 rupees, 5 rupees they are selling. So the agriculture is suffering after the harvest of the tomatoes. So I'm writing the proposal by following the old traditional mud storage.
Yes.
The mud concept. So I'm writing that. If anyone is interested, we can do the joint venture.
You should connect with the Rajasthani people. They have developed a fridge based on that mud, and they are selling as a fridge, natural fridge.
Okay.
I don't know if I have that connection right now. I had a card a long time back when we went to a event. I picked that
Okay.
card from them. So
Only.
they are making a, like really selling those things, making it a real product. And the only thing is that we transportation and other things, but that is possible. You can make if you have that structure, including pyramids. Pyramid is an amazing structure. That's one thing. Shrutika did, pyramid, natural refrigerator. Shrutika, are you there? Remember the national refrigerator? See, 1/3 of a pyramid naturally allows things to stay for a long time, right? We have that idea, so you can build something really want a prototype in Tamil Nadu with the right kind of soil we can use.
Shan,
Yes.
Shan, actually, Dr. Elili was asking a collaboration with Siddha Vetha. So what we can help Dr. Elili is, so we can get the proposal, and then we can also be a part of the proposal, that so that we can jointly submit the research proposal to the Indian government, so that we can.
Of course.
Dr. Elili, please send the proposal to us, so that it will be. We are more than glad to be a part of this type of proposal, so that we can get the funding.
Yeah, that's what we have to do this jointly. We have to do some brainstorming and put all these things together and make something a prototype, and we will make it successful. So we had a prototype. Shrutika made it, so we can use all these techniques and put together these ideas and work it out.
Department of Science and Technology, the power grant, SERB, SERB.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you please send the proposal. You send a rough draft to us, so we can. We will work with. This is one of the important part of climate modeling for Professor Agarwal. Dr. Agarwal's party is also there, and he can also give you very beautiful feedback. And Dr. Silas Rao, and he's also interested in that also. Dr. Silas Rao's climate modeling. So your project comes with an ancillary part of climate modeling. Since there are a lot of people back in Kerala, and they are using a lot of cold storage units. In mango and all, they're having a cold storage unit that is very consuming, and particularly in southern India, the cold storage is very expensive to maintain that, and not everybody everybody could access that, and particularly this type of idea of the sustainable storage units. Particularly for tomato and edible vegetable components, vegetable stuffs, we can use that. And why don't we trick on that? It's really good. Dr. Shan can help you in that. Thank you.
I think this is a good idea. Even I think you can do some research on the pyramid geometry structure. 1/3 even in the competition model, to show that this can stay.
Right, and I think we can collect some data, at Pyramid Home Divine on those things. And earlier I have collaborated with Dr. Stisha Agarwal.
Yes.
So we can talk about that offline.
Okay, sounds great. I think we are running out of time, so we should wrap up, I think. So I think we'll continue this meeting and further meetings. So I think once in a while we should have at least 15 days once we should have this meeting. And thank you all for the people who attended today and all the faculty. So thank you all. See you in the next session. Okay. So the parents who attended, try to join our program. We're going to circulate the flyers as soon as possible. Thank you.